Right, okay guys, welcome to an 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. Can't believe I've not actually did this game before. This is probably one of the most famous 8-bit games. This is Jet Set Willy, which was the sequel to Manic Miner, programmed by a bit of a kind of cult hero, legend, call him what you will, Mathew Smith. Never a fan of this game, must admit, which will probably become pretty obvious once I start playing it. This is the Spectrum one now. You'll always, or at least I'll always think of the Spectrum as being the spiritual home to this game. You know, you think of Mathew Smith, you think of Manic Miner, you always think of the Spectrum, at least I do. So this was the screen that you were faced with when you when you first loaded the game. It's you had this little colour coded thing which you had to, so you know, you had to kind of match up. So yeah, like blue 1, red 2, purple 3 and 4 green. You had to match it up. Now apparently it was tiny, the writing was absolutely minute, and trying to get the right numbers weren't very easy. So let's see if we can. I've got no idea, by the way. I've not got any code to work from. So let me just put in any shite. You press enter. Sorry, try code at location P3. Enter. Yeah, there you go. That's anyway, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. No, right, okay. Let's see if we can. Get a different copy running. Right, okay. This is a hacked version, so at least it works. In the middle there was the big Software Projects logo. It's one of these annoying, what do you call it, optical illusions where it doesn't make sense. So anyway, let's get going. Now this game had a very famous bug. I don't know what screen it was. Basically you walk into a screen and you just die, and you basically, when you walk into the screen, you fall to your death, and it just keeps putting your man back in the same position, and you basically lose all your lives. Right, I don't know what the hell that's doing. You behave yourself. Right, press enter to start. Press enter to start, there we go. Right, okay, we're using joysticks. Excellent. Now what differs this game from, what do you call it? Not Jet Set Willy, Manic Miners. You got a lot more main. This is Manic Miner was all individual screens, whereas this particular game, it's an adventure. It's like, I'm not going to say it's a sandbox game, but you can basically go from, you can follow whatever pattern you want. What's quite nice about it is the actual colour gradation. You see a little orange platform. That's rather nice. The little tune is If I Was a Rich Man, which was, I can't remember what the name of that was a famous musical. What was it? Was it? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. There's something on the rooftop. Fiddler on the Roof, was it? Well, I can't remember. But like Manic Miner, it's got some bizarre. Can I pick that up? It's got some really odd kind of baddies. That's a razor blade, and you've got a barrel, and then you've got a Swiss Army knife at the bottom. Oh. Now I believe the idea of this game is to, you want to get to your bed. You've had he's obviously made his money from mining, and he's now got a mansion, and he wants to get to his bed. Now there you go, that's Maria, that's the name, that's his housekeeper. He wants to get to his bed, but she won't let him. Now if you go up to her, I think you die. Yeah, there you go. You see she's stamping her foot as well. So the idea is you've got to try and tidy up the mansion. Assuming it's got the time at the bottom, I assume you've got a certain time to do it in 24 hours or something, I don't really know. But I could never ever really get on with this game at all. I think you can, there you go, you can jump through the ladder. chapel. Oh, bollocks. Oh, no, 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 no. I haven't a clue what the hell that is. Like a kind of skull with, I don't know, big ears. Oh, shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. Ooh, that was close. Right, what we want to do is get to the top, like so. Ah, no! Oh, I'm gonna die again. Ah, bollocks. This game is proof that the old-fashioned games were way more difficult than the easy ones. Right, let's see if we can get across here. I'm assuming we can pick up that little flame thing. Whatever that is. Jump! Ah, bollocks. So I've got 3 items. I don't know how many I've got to collect. I'm assuming it's more than 3. Ah, balls. Right, come on, let's go this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, okay. That is a Spectrum one. Let's take a look at other versions. Right, this is the Amstrad one. So let's go press enter to continue. Colour option on B, press for black and white. No, we don't want black and white. Why would you want black and white? Is that possibly because it might look better on the green monitor? I don't know. Let's start. Okay, right. Why is that not? Ah, right, okay, yep. As soon as you start walking, you've got to keep walking in that, basically. I don't know why I always go across to the toilet, because you can't actually do anything. Probably slightly less colourful than the Spectrum one, oddly. And it also moves quite a bit quicker. It certainly jumps a lot quicker. Which isn't a bad thing, actually. It's not to say that it was bad that the Spectrum didn't move that quick, but it actually makes it a slightly quicker game to play, if that makes any sense. Right, I can fall down there. Now, where did I go before? Did I go along this way? There's Maria. Na, 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 na. Yeah, it was never my cup of tea, this game, but you know what? Spectrum fans absolutely lapped it up, big style. I've just gone back the way I came. Right, I want to go up there, I think. Can I get up there? No, I can't. Right, okay, I need to go down here then, I think, eh? These games you always really had to map as well, and there was always all these really clever people who would spend way too much time in map games. Right, let's go down this way. What's this? To the kitchen's main stairway. Now the bug that I was telling you about, I don't know whether I'm assuming it was just the Spectrum one that had that bug. I think the bug was eventually sorted. We got a plethora of what the hell is that? It's a rabbit jumping. Yeah, I presume the bug was eventually sorted. Right, can I go up there? Certainly can. Wait a minute, can I jump there? No, I can, good. It's probably one of these games that everybody... This is a bit like hunchback. Yeah, it's probably one of these games that everybody should play at some point in their life. The front door. I assume I've got to pick that up, whatever it might be. So I've got 10 items. You know, when you look at this game now, it is ridiculously sparse. But that's what made these games fun. You know, ooh. They were, you know, it was what we were used to. They were challenging. Right, a minute, how can we? Ah, bollocks. Yeah, it was all about the challenge. It was all about the gameplay. It was never about the graphics. Arse. Right, let's see if we can. We want to try and jump through that ladder. Am I gonna die? Ah, certainly am. Boof. Right, that's Amstrad one. Let's batter on. Meme. Nice start. There we go, top score. Right, let's batter on. Right, this is the BBC one. And it was programmed by Tynesoft. Jet Set Willy, can I use the joystick? Or is it going to be the keyboard? What keys is it, I wonder? Come on, what keys is it going to use? Oh, did he move there? I think he did. Right, that's that way. Alright, okay, ZX. And spacebar, is it? Nope. Aim to jump, L to jump. How do we jump? How do we jump? Come on, how do you jump? None of the buttons in the top row. Right, there we go. Ah, it's the ampersand sign, of course it is. Ah, you didn't even have to climb on top of that thing. As expected, absolutely nothing wrong with this. I mean, it's not exactly what you'd call a particularly challenging game from a sort of hardware perspective. We'll go this way. Kind of minimalist colour. I mean, we've got green and blues. Is that the only colours? No, there's a few different colours here. Ah, right, this is this bizarre room where you can fly. No, you can't fly. Can you? No, you can't fly. You just jump. There's lots of Marias. Here's your. Oh, quick run! I've got no idea what the hell that is. A kind of saw of some sort. How did I get down there? Ah, bollocks. Yeah, this kind of game is not for the faint-hearted at all. You need epic skills, right? I'm going to go a different way. Quick, 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 quick. That'll do. Right, let's see if I can jump through the ladder like so. Right, we're back into this thing. Let's go. Ah, bollocks. Bugger off. Yeah, the graphics are... It's exactly what you would expect. There's no difference at all. I'd quite like to be able to get through that ladder. Ah, oh, that was close. Nah, doesn't want to let me do it. Right, okay, that's the BBC one. Nothing wrong with that. Let's batter on. Right, okay, this is the MSX one. Now, I believe the MSX and the ZX Spectrum share the same processor. So, in quite a lot of occasions, the MSX will have exactly the same graphics as the Spectrum. So, let's see. Let's turn that volume up a bit so I can actually hear the music. Right, space to start. Right, so AS, no, AD, that's fine, and jump, let's jump quickly. Right, that sound would get on your tits after about 10 seconds. G for, excuse me, G for jump. Colour wise, pretty similar to the Spectrum one, I think. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I never really thought there was going to be a massive difference between this and, you know, between versions, because it's not a taxing game at all. Ah, now wait a minute. Alright, she puts her hand up there, but she doesn't put her hand up when you're there. You've got to get kind of closer to her. Yeah, that music would absolutely make you reach for the volume control. I don't know if you can... oh shit, run. I'm assuming you can probably turn the music off. I think some of the different versions had... I think they had, what do you call it? Some had extra levels. Oh, that was close. I don't know why I'm going this way, because I know I'm going to lose life after life. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I just found this game a bit too frustrating. I've not got the biggest patience when it comes to oh, what am I doing, you twat? Come on, jump. Jump to the side. That's what I want to do. Yeah, you look at the game now, it's ridiculously simple. It's a very, very basic platform game with some really basic graphics. But you know what, there's a, I mean, to my mind, the original Manic Miner game is one of the finest platform games ever written. It's not about the graphics, it's about the level design. I mean, you had to be absolutely pixel perfect in a lot of the screens, and this is probably exactly the same. It's not about the graphics, it's about how the levels are put together. Right, let's see if I can jump onto this rope. Can we get it from here, or have we got to... There's a little penguins out of... Get off. Ah, bollocks. Anyway, that's the MSX one. Again, absolutely nothing wrong with that one. Right, okay, this is the Atari 800 one. Now, it was, again, programmed by TimeSoft. And what's interesting there, I don't know if you just noticed it, the music is programmed by none other than Rob Hubbard. Which is why it's got a groovy soundtrack. Right, anyway, enough about the sound, let's get the game going. There we go. Program design, Mark Riddle, graphics, Dave Riddle, and original music, Rob Hubbard. There we go. Right, how do we start the game? Right, okay. Yeah, you can see this looks... Did I just die there? Right, this is completely and utterly different from the other versions. It actually looks more like Bruce Lee in this. I wonder why they chose to completely change the graphics. I mean, look at the movement. That's not even... That's moving in sort of blocks rather than, you know, pixels. I don't think I can even jump quick enough to go over that. Do you know that? Dearie me. I mean, the Atari 8-bit is one of the most powerful 8-bit computers, and yet it's given a game like this. It's no wonder that, you know, the Atari 800 was not popular in the UK, because, you know, it just... This could have had a perfect version. They've obviously thought, yeah, this is... Let's do our own thing. But compared to the other versions, it just doesn't cut it. Yeah, it's got lovely... I mean, look at the graphics down there. What the hell is going on with that? It almost looks half finished. I mean, the character that you're controlling, you know what, his hat, the brim of his hat looks like his nose, and the wee indentation in the hat looks like his eyes. That's why it looks like Bruce Lee. I don't like this at all. The music is great, but the graphics leave a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Listen, I've had enough of that. That is a Atari 800 one. That is a poor version, in my opinion. Right, this is the Commodore 64 one. Now, I just want to read this little scrolling message, because this game, if this says it was cracked by Hugh Mayer, by the Friends for Socrates, alright, okay. No, one of my mates actually cracked this game, and he did put my name in the scrolling message, thanking me for supplying the game and also for making cups of coffee. But sadly, this is not that version. Interesting. If anybody can find Jet Set Willy that's got my name in it, it was cracked by Shug, and it's got my name in it. Please, if you do happen to find it, let me know. I'd love to see it. So anyway, yeah, this is the Commodore 64 one. Yeah, let's get going. Always like the music in this game, I must admit. Come on, how do we start the game? Right, ZX, does it... Right, okay, I can use the joystick, that's fine. I don't know what it is about... It's kind of trying to replicate the Spectrum graphics, but it's using the Commodore 64 colour palette. I don't know. You know what? There's nothing wrong with this version. I mean, the graphics are nice and crisp. I don't know. Yeah, the graphics are nice and sharp. I don't know. I just always think of this game as being a Spectrum game. That's where the game lives. If that makes any sense. There's a lot of browns going on there, which is no surprise. You know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with this version. None at all. It's not any better. It's not any worse. Ugh, let's go along here if we can. It's not any better or any worse than any other version. Although it's a lot better than the Atari one, I have to say. Come on, get through. How do you jump through that? There we go. For a C64 game, it is very quiet. Commodore 64 games should have music. I mean, listen to the sound effects. You know, it's... They could have done so much more with this game. They've obviously kind of gone for a straightforward port, but to my mind, I mean, the Spectrum one's got better sound. Bugger off. Alright, as soon as you go on that, you start walking to... I don't know why I'm intent on getting along this. Right, okay, let's go this way. Aye, for a C64 game, it's, you know, they could have put better sound in it, I would imagine. I'm determined to get along here. Right, how do we do this? Right, go. No, right, go. This time, that's it, there we go. Let's go along here. I don't know, it just looks rubbish. It's maybe just me. I'm not convinced with this version at all. Anyway, listen, that's the Commodore 64 one. Let's look at the very last one. Right, okay, this is the excuse me, this is the very last version. This is on the Commodore Plus 4 oblique C16. Now, I think this is the same, I think it's one in the same game actually, but we'll give it a go. So, let's batter on and see if it's pish or not. Right, how do we jump? Ah, right, interestingly, with this version, you actually press up to jump. Now, I don't know how that is going to fare. I think I prefer having the individual jump. I think it just makes it slightly easier actually when you're trying to time jumps. Graphic wise, yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It kind of looks quite similar to the Commodore 64 one. Oops, I was going to jump there. Let's just take my time. Yes, sound is minimal. I think we can... ooh, there's a bit of kind of graphic. You can see him flashing away. Wait a minute, where's Maria going? Right, I don't know. Right, obviously, I don't know. I don't know why Maria's disappeared in this one. I was thinking maybe it's been a hack or something. I don't know. Run, 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 run. But yeah, there's been quite a few different versions. The only version I could not get to work, well, I tell a lie, I could get it to load, but because it's asking for a code, and that was the Dragon 32 version. I think the Dragon 32 version had extra levels. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, there is a bit. There is a bit of graphic corruption going on with this. Well, not corruption, the wee sprite flickers. Ah, balls. But yeah, we've looked at quite a few. I'm not even going to attempt to try and remember what one was what. The only one which I would say is pretty pish is the Atari 8-bit. That was, I don't know why, every other version has stuck to the original graphics, but for some strange reason they decided to kind of do their own thing. And, you know, it's not a good version as far as I'm concerned. Jump! Woo! Get over. Apart from that one, I can't say there's a particularly bad version. Not at all. As far as my favourite one, I think it's going to have to be... excuse me, I think it's going to have to be the Spectrum one. The Jet Set Willy will always be a Spectrum game, and as far as I'm concerned, you know, you think Iridium, you think of the Commodore 64. You think of Sorcery, you think of the Amstrad, you think of, I don't know, Ratio and Fractalis, you think of the, what do you call it, the Atari, you think of Elite, you think of the BBC, and you think of Jet Set Willy, you think of the Spectrum. So I'm going to go, I think the Spectrum is my favourite version. It's a version, if I was going to play the game, I'm not a fan of the game, if I was going to play the game, I would play the Spectrum one. But virtually every other version, apart from Atari, is pretty good. There's really not a great deal of difference. So anyway guys, that is it. That wraps up another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's any game you want to see featured in this, please just put your comments below. And as always guys, thank you very, very much for watching.